At one point, Dele Alli looked unstoppable. A teenager with fire in his eyes, flair in his boots, and confidence that made even Premier League veterans step back. He wasn't just good, he was different. From nutmegging legends to scoring wonder goals on the biggest stage, Dele was football's next superstar, England's golden hope. Yet today, his name feels like a memory, whispered with a mix of admiration and sadness. What happened? How did one of the brightest English talents of his generation fall so far, so fast? This isn't just a story about football. It's about pressure, fame, pain, and the parts of a person the world doesn't see. Behind the goals and celebrations was a young man fighting silent battles that no camera could capture. From his rise at MK Dons to conquering Tottenham, dazzling for England, and the shocking interview that revealed everything. This is the rise, fall, and fight for redemption of Dele Alli. The spark from nowhere, the MK Dons prodigy. Dele Alli's story begins in Milton Keynes, a young boy with a dream and a difficult past. Growing up wasn't easy. He faced challenges at home and found peace only when he played football. At just 11 years old, he joined MK Dons and quickly showed everyone how special he was. Dele wasn't afraid to take risks. His energy, creativity, and boldness on the ball made him stand out. By 17, he was already playing against grown men and controlling games like a natural. Scouts from big clubs were everywhere, watching this fearless kid dominate in League One. He wasn't just talented, he had hunger, passion, and confidence beyond his years. Dele Alli's rise from a small-town boy to one of England's brightest young players felt like the beginning of something magical, something that would take him all the way to the top of world football. The Tottenham dream, from League One to the big stage. When Tottenham Hotspur signed Dele Alli in 2015, many thought it was a gamble. A teenager from League One moving to the Premier League? But Dele didn't wait to adapt. He exploded. From his very first games, he played like he belonged. His debut goal against Leicester showed everything: timing, instinct, and that cheeky confidence fans loved. Under manager Mauricio Pochettino, Dele found a coach who believed in him and gave him freedom. Spurs were young, fast, and full of energy, and Dele fit perfectly. He scored goals, made assists, and brought a spark every time he touched the ball. Fans saw something special, a mix of skill, courage, and fun. Suddenly, Tottenham weren't just competing. They were exciting again. Dele Alli had arrived, and he was playing football like it was pure joy. Fearless, unpredictable, and full of magic. The young lion, England's rising star. It didn't take long for Dele Alli to catch the eye of the England national team. At only 19, he made his debut and quickly became one of the team's most exciting players. His goal against France, that rocket into the top corner, showed the world what he could do. Dele brought energy and confidence to England, a kind of fearless attitude fans had missed for years. He wasn't shy or nervous on the big stage. He looked like he was born for it. Playing alongside stars like Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling, Dele gave England's midfield something fresh: creativity and belief. During Euro 2016 and the World Cup qualifiers, he became a fan favorite, always smiling, always daring to try the unexpected. England finally had a player who made football fun again. For a moment, it felt like Dele Alli was the future everyone had been waiting for. The golden years, glory, goals, and greatness. Between 2016 and 2018, Dele Alli was unstoppable. Every week he delivered goals, assists, and magic moments. He scored 18 goals in one Premier League season, an incredible number for a midfielder his age. His chemistry with Harry Kane was electric. Together, they tore apart defenses and made Tottenham one of the best teams in England. Dele won back-to-back PFA Young Player of the Year awards and earned praise from legends across football. He played with freedom and confidence, flicks, volleys, and celebrations that showed he loved every second. Fans didn't just see a footballer, they saw a showman, someone who made the game look effortless. He was young, talented, and on top of the world. But success in football can be cruel. When you rise so fast, expectations grow even faster, and soon Dale would discover just how heavy that spotlight could become. The shift. when magic fades. After years of shining so brightly, the light started to dim. Slowly, the magic that once defined Dele Alli began to fade. His goals became fewer, his performances less confident. Fans and pundits started asking, what happened to Dele? Some said he needed a new challenge, others blamed his lifestyle or focus. The truth was more complex. Maybe it was pressure, fatigue, or just losing joy in the game. Football can be unforgiving. One bad season can change everything. The boy who once played with freedom now looked unsure, frustrated, and disconnected. Tottenham's style of play changed too, and Dele struggled to fit in. The sparkle that made him different was missing. It wasn't a sudden fall. It was slow, silent, and painful to watch. Everyone could see he was struggling, but few truly understood what was happening behind that smile. The Mourinho chapter. Tough love or breaking point? Then came José Mourinho, a manager known for his strictness and mind games. Mourinho wanted discipline and control. Dele was all about creativity and instinct. Their relationship was complicated. At first, Mourinho praised him, calling him talented and important. But soon, the tone changed. Cameras caught tense moments. Mourinho questioning Dele's attitude and focus. He once told him, "When you're 25, you'll regret it if you don't change." It felt more like a warning than advice. The world watched as Dele went from a regular starter to sitting on the bench. Critics said he wasn't working hard enough. Others felt Mourinho's tough approach broke his confidence. It was clear something deeper was wrong. The spark, the smile, the joy. It was fading fast. The Dele Alli who once lit up the pitch now looked lost, caught between expectation and exhaustion. The fall, transfers, struggles, and silence. After Mourinho, things didn't improve. Dele's time at Tottenham slowly came to an end. A move to Everton was supposed to be his chance to restart, but it didn't work out. The magic still wasn't there. Then came a loan move to Besiktas in Turkey. Another fresh start that ended too soon. Injuries, poor form, and lack of confidence followed him wherever he went. Fans began to wonder if this was the end of his story. The boy who once ruled the Premier League was now struggling to even make matchday squads. Social media turned cruel, headlines called him finished, and Dele went quiet. Behind the silence, he was battling something much bigger than football. It wasn't about skills or tactics anymore. It was about rediscovering who he was and finding the strength to fight through the noise. The truth revealed, Dele's heartbreaking interview. Then came the interview that changed everything. In a sit-down with Gary Neville, Dele Alli finally opened up about his past. For the first time, the world heard his truth, the pain, the trauma, and the struggles behind his smile. He spoke about a childhood filled with challenges most couldn't imagine. He talked about addiction, pressure, and feeling lost in a world that only cared about his performances. It was raw, honest, and heartbreaking. Fans who once criticized him now felt nothing but respect and empathy. The interview wasn't about football anymore. It was about humanity. It showed that behind every famous player is a person with feelings, fears, and battles we never see. Dele's honesty broke the silence and started an important conversation about mental health in sports. For many that day, he became more than a footballer. He became an inspiration, the rebuild, fighting for himself, not the fame. After sharing his truth, Dele Alli started a new kind of journey, one focused on healing and recovery. Away from the spotlight, he began working on himself, not just as a player, but as a person. He spent time in rehab, spoke openly about his progress, and focused on finding peace. The world that once judged him now supported him. Fans, players, and coaches all came together to show love and respect. Dele wasn't chasing fame anymore. He was chasing happiness and purpose. Slowly, he began training again, smiling again, and reconnecting with football on his own terms. It wasn't about proving anyone wrong. It was about proving to himself that he could rise again. His story became a reminder that healing takes time, and sometimes the greatest victory isn't on the pitch. It's within yourself. The present and the future. A story. Still being written. Today, Dele Alli's name may not dominate headlines, but his story still matters. He's training, staying positive, and taking each day step by step. The boy who once lived under pressure is now living with purpose. Fans still hope to see him back on the pitch, but even if he never returns the same way, his impact is already huge. He opened up conversations about mental health, resilience, and the human side of fame. Dele showed the world that it's okay to struggle, and that courage isn't about pretending to be perfect, but about being honest and trying again. His journey isn't over, it's just different now. Whether he plays again or not, Dele Alli's legacy will be more than football. It's a story of talent, pain, strength, and hope. A story still being written, one day at a time. And that's the story of Dele Alli, a journey from rising star to a man rebuilding his life with courage and honesty. His story reminds us that talent can take you far, but strength comes from within. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey. If you found this video inspiring or helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories, insights, and untold journeys from the world of football. Stay curious, stay kind, and we'll see you in the next video with another incredible story.